a global first.
Yeah.
And everybody here already knows the words.
They're all singing along.
I snuck it out.
Did you? You did the sneaky. And we've heard the album was released today.
Yes.
And looking at the different download charts, you are #1 in 84 countries.
84 countries.
How do you think?
Pretty
Yeah,
amazing.
nice, isn't it?
Pretty. About is there's a bit of an image change. Where's the hair gone and why?
Yeah, I had a trim. I think that's
movie.
the
You had more than a
You did a
trim.
movie.
I had it for a while. I did. Yeah, I did a movie last year, so I had to
Dunkirk, so you had to have the army haircut.
have the old.
Looks great.
Thank you
Looks
very
great.
much. So does yours. So does yours. Everyone's hair looks great.
There's a bit of.
When you're out and about, do you still hear the noise? Do you still, or do you? Is it like a?
I think
Did it become like a background?
one of the cool things when we've been touring and when you finish a show and you go to bed, you still have like a ringing in your ears.
Yeah. It's really hard to go to sleep after a show because you just go from playing to 60,000 people to going to your room on your own.
They're famous for.
I love Swiss chocolate.
It's Lindt
It's
Swiss.
great, right?
Swiss.
Yeah, it's Lindt.
Did you bring any?
No. Normally you can't give any gifts. It's like it's a no-go. You can't ask for autographs. You can't bring gifts.
Can you believe this life you're living?
You kind of don't really have much time to kind of take it all in, but it's amazing. I love it.
They love no one more than this guy, Harry, who today is suffering shocking hay fever.
Harry, you have
A runny nose. Is
a
what
runny
I have.
nose. You do have a runny nose.
Um,
What is it that makes the girls go wild for Harry?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think
See, my 6-year-old niece adores you, and my 86-year-old grandmother thinks you're all right.
okay.
That's mass appeal.
It's I think it's the same thing. I think the reason why girls like us is that I think we're just quite like the guys who are kind of mucking around at the back of the classroom.
And no, you're a multi-millionaire at 19.
It's nice to be able to, look after your family, for example, who've looked after you. If someone was to say the top 5 things of the job, then I don't think the money is in that list.
You've stayed very grounded, haven't you?
Thank you.
How?
Because they haven't paid me yet, that's why. I'm joking.
There's been criticism that you guys are a brand more than a band.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that?
Thanks. This isn't because I didn't have an answer and I'm stalling. Thank you.
Yes, I mean, that criticism, that you're a brand, you really don't want to answer this question, do you?
I'm like, how long have we got left? I think that we're more of a brand than a band is incorrect. Because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't the music. If the music stops being strong, then everything else goes away. It just does, because you can't kind of ride on the fact that you can sell a lot of T-shirts.
You have 17 million Twitter followers. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
What do you tweet?
Rubbish. Like the worst tweets ever. They're not very interesting.
Social media.
I went for a swim the other day at the hotel. I had a hat on, and I took my hat off, put it on the side of the pool, swam underwater, came up, and someone had robbed my hat. I was like, stealing.
Was pockets. So I was prepared to see a little friction. Even after all this time on the road, you are still mates.
I don't know. We're lucky that that we do get on.
We're so lucky that there wasn't one like.
It was so easy that there could have been one person who just didn't get on with anyone and no one liked, but it's not like that. So I hope I will be touring with One Direction still.
You still want to be doing this in 10 years?
For sure, yeah. I love this job so much, if you need to call it a job, and I'd be doing it until I was old and people were kind of telling me to stop.
So when your fans are 70?
Well, then they'll be the grandma. Yeah.